that came from Jamaica first place, we never come here really for stay in America somehow. And somehow we come here with the intention to go back home and cannot go back home because of umpteen of different reasons. I may get that. But for the ones that feel like, say, sent home to Cuba and they have their house here, they have their things here, and she will never be able to come back. So I will tell anyone that if you can stop take this thing for granted and wasting the time at this place, they won't go home, and because of their situation they will never be able to. No, don't give up. Don't give up, because nothing is impossible, let me tell you that. And if you come here and you want to build your house at Jamaica, buy your house, do it. Don't make no man and a girl tell you differently. Do it. So I encourage one of my family members, like, go ahead and buy yourself an apartment. She said she wanted a 7-bedroom house, okay? And because she wanted a 7-bedroom house, it's as if she wouldn't do anything else. And up until this day, she never got a place in Jamaica because of that. And she had. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Julie. I hope all is well with everyone this morning. And this one is for you guys that have migrated to America from Jamaica, and sometimes it feels like your dream to return back home is impossible. It's not impossible. I'm here to tell you guys it's not impossible. For me, I'm making it possible for me to be able to go back home as soon as possible, because the fact that I am tired, that's the main reason. I passed the time that I really wanted to go back home, but it haven't stopped me, or nothing haven't deterred me from wanting to go back home. And I do understand that having money is a main factor, or the amount of money, why a lot of people don't go back home. For me, I already come to that conclusion. It will never be a good time, a great time. You just have to make up your mind to go. But I will recommend getting your house in order before you do go. Meaning, getting your house in order, you make sure that your financial situation is okay, where you can survive wherever you're at in this world. I've altered even the way I live in America, so I can have it a little bit better when I do go back home to Jamaica. And not just me, myself and my husband, but we already planned on him coming at a later time down the road. It's not like we haven't done this before, as far as like I have moved home before, and I was too young at the time. Honestly, I was too young, and I know that. The things that I've done, I wasn't ready. I wasn't mentally prepared either. That it wasn't about financial for me at the time. It was more like mentally. Being young and not really knowing what you want, it tends to make you change your mind, wishy-washy sometimes. Not for everyone, but for me it was like that. I can't tell people, say, if you plan to buy a house, build a house, even an apartment or condo, do it, whatever. A lot of times people try to discourage other ones, like, if you're not going to want big house, no go to Jamaica, like you have to have a big house in order to go home. You don't have to have a big home or a big house to go home. You can have a nice little 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartment just the same. I remember years ago I encouraged one of my family members, like, go ahead and buy yourself an apartment. She said she wanted a 7-bedroom house, okay? And because she wanted a 7-bedroom house, it's as if she wouldn't do anything else. And up until this day, she never got a place in Jamaica because of that. And she had money to buy the place. She had money to buy an apartment, but she never did. I encouraged her. She went as far as I helped her fill out the application for a loan from Jamaica National. She was approved, not for everything, but she was approved for some money. She could have bought herself something, because years ago those money meant something, what she was getting. And she put in an application for Jamaica National and she got approved for it. But because of what everybody else is doing, she got caught up with that she had to have a big house in order to go home. And because of that, I don't think she ever went through it alone, because I never asked anything about it after that. But I know she don't have a house now in Jamaica because our chest too high. I can't tell a lot of people, say, your dreams only dead when you're dead. I could tell anybody that. Or if you have ambition to have something, don't give up on the things that you want, because you don't see it right in front of you at the moment. Everything takes time. Sometimes you have to step back a little, just a step forward. As them said, take 2 steps back to make 5 steps forward. That's how I look at it. You understand? You will catch up. You will catch up. A lot of us that came from Jamaica, in the first place, we never come here really for stay in America somehow. And somehow we come here with the intention to go back home and cannot go back home because of umpteen of different reasons. I may get that. But for the ones that feel like, say, they want to go home and because of their situation, they will never be able to. No, don't give up. Don't give up. Because nothing is impossible. Let me tell you that. And if you come here and you want to build your house at Jamaica, buy your house, do it. Don't make no man and a girl tell you differently. Do it. Because life is what you make of it. Life is something that is not guaranteed for tomorrow. But if you have it, do what you want to do with it. You understand? And I can't tell anybody that. And if you come this far in the video, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. And so like I was saying before, like a lot of us live here knowing that things is not right in America. It's never been right in America for a lot of immigrants, but it have gotten worse where things are getting, where they're doing like of a cluster haul on human beings or harvesting people, how they look at it. Like the other day I saw where on the news some dancer keeping in New York City. I think it's New York City, I think. That's what it says. I could be wrong. I don't know, but the short says New York City. And I pulled up also on the news, it says New York City. So they was keeping, and then immigration running on them. So my thing is, if you're there, so and them something that happen and you're illegal in this country, why is it they there dance? Why you out there actually a party like say, yeah, everything is fine for you? Some people won't have a chance to plan anything because, you know, they will be forced or deported back home, and we all know that. Some people that probably had it in mind to go, no, because they know they might get deported or will be deported, already start, you know, the process a lot years ago, knowing that, like me, for instance, I always say to my siblings, like, you know, this place is going to go to shits eventually. It's not going to always be like this in America where people, you know, going to keep on wanting immigrants coming here. I already seen it by years ago with the whole shenanigan. Every year, new administration, that everything changed. Being an immigrant, the funny thing about it, it's not really the people, it's the government. It's a money-making thing. It's always been a money-making thing. And even for people coming here, it's a money-making thing for us too. We come here to earn enough money, make some money, and have something on we yard. Most of we plan that anyway. When it come down to me as a personal Jamaican, from me I pick me, I grew up and stuff, and me see the pretty hill when me go to Jamaica with a big house of money. Me always red eye for one. I guess that's red eye if they want to call it. But me know say me never want nobody things, me want my own. My ambition was big, always big, to having something in Jamaica. And I could tell people from buying multiple homes in Jamaica, it's not the easiest thing to really make up your mind, say, if you go back to Jamaica, because once you come here so and you done explore certain things, you know, doing certain things, especially as a young kid growing up. For me, you know, the Marlin was never big enough. When I first did the first jump to Jamaica and moved down there was this, the Marlin never big enough, this never big enough, or we go everywhere already, boring, and you know, come back here and then life is the same thing. When I come back here, it's the same thing. This is not enough, this, not enough, that. It's an excuse I find, because guess what? Once you done been places and know about things, you tend to, you know, get bored of it. It's just like, you know, you're there with somebody for a while, after a while I get tired of them, or just because you see something new, you want to try something new. It's similar. Oh gosh, she broke down right now. So as a Jamaican, when they come here and I'm picnic like myself, but me still always love Jamaica. From me start, really can't go to Jamaica on my own or going to Jamaica on my own. I could tell you this, my love for Jamaica grew. You know, it just grew like wildfire. It just kept on growing. It's like all I want is Jamaica. And especially when I'm leaving, oh my gosh, it was like hell to leave Jamaica. A lot of people act like it, them feel like we're them leave. So, and the worst thing for me was, like, sometimes when I could have stay a little bit long as a young person, I never have nowhere to stay. So enough of the time, I'm saying to myself, like, no. And I mean before I get in my 20s, because by the time I got my 20s, I had my place in Jamaica. You understand me? I made sure of that. I never never looked at nobody else thing I wanted. Me just always wanted to have my own. Me never like to stay with people. So I always used to, I've been know about short-term rentals for years. It wasn't Airbnb for me. It was just short-term rental, which I used to get out the Gleaner, rent it for a month or two, and then I stayed there so I could stay longer. And even when I was by my place, that's what I would do so I could stay there, you know, and maintain. And it was cheaper. Vehicle I knew how to rent instead of trying to rent taxis, because taxi was expensive for me, and renting a car was always more affordable anyways, because I was always on the road. Somebody at the house, I gotta check the blink. Eat like some Honda, but I'm gonna go home and cook chicken. But I think I might do some curry chicken and white rice, because I haven't had some curry in a while. But that's easy. I
think the reason you don't want Chick-fil-A is because we always have fried chicken.
That's true. We always have fried chicken even at the house now, because I think I have 2 big ass fried chicken breasts in the freezer, don't I? Mm-hmm. You're right. Oh, we need to go to Old Navy. Let me go to the bank first. We're gonna slip over to Old Navy. Let's go to Panera. What you say? Mm-hmm. Use Jamaican as a reference because I am Jamaican and I am an immigrant. Yes, I am legally here. I am American citizen. So people do come in here and start talking. That don't mean anything. I'm still a dual citizen of Jamaica. I still a born citizen of Jamaica. I'm a Jamaican national. It says that in your passport. Now, what I'm about to say is this. If you guys don't see what's really happening here, that they're doing mass raids. They're there in New York, running on factories. They're running on parties. A lot of people not recording and putting it out. Some people are afraid to put it out because if they do put it out, you know, some of them are illegal or whatever, or they're undocumented as they call it, or they're in the process of getting their paperwork, so they can't put themselves out like that. Now, few of you guys might have seen it that, hey, this is getting ramping up from bad to worse. In Georgia, they went in on, I think some Korean plant, Hyundai, or plant or whatever. In New York, some factory, I think they went in on Amazon, and some place named Coda. I don't even know where that is, but anyway, other place, a packing plant or factory in New York as well. A few places in Florida is getting hit left, right, and center. But the thing about it is, people fail to realize that if you come here and you have your situation not fully right, and you see how we out, me I tell people, you go on the yard, or the plan for going on the yard. And I make them people that come arms and pulling on and tying up and making them feel less than, because the fact say them are treating them like animal. Them supposed to shut down alligator Alcatraz, but we don't know what they're gonna happen. But them still have people there. I mean, I think them can't send people there anymore. When it comes down to what's happening, it's not stopping. They're still stopping people at the airport, so be careful. They're still detaining people at the airport and keeping them, and they're deporting them, sending them back. I'm not sure if they're going to have another deportation plane going out for Jamaica, but they're holding people, and there's a lot of people right now that's sitting in these facilities that's waiting to get deported or be deported or have a court date, because the judge said they have to give them due process, and they have to mosquitoes killing me out here. They have to give them time. They can't just start shipping people home without putting them through the process. Anyways, nevertheless, I've read some of the comments, and I've seen where people saying that where people are going for and all them something that I didn't know, so them illegal. There were people that are rude, and the party part I can understand. Sometimes, you know, no matter what, no, even though people might be here and their stuff might not be straight, people still have to earn money, have to go work. And remember, you know, some people got the work permit. Yes, they can renew it. Even if you have a green card, you know, and your green card expired, that don't make it illegal. You know, what happened is that you just cannot use it to go apply for another job. Some people fear to renew them green card because you know, situations or things they're in, so they won't go and renew the green card. So they become illegal eventually because they sit there and don't go renew it. So they can't even work, because no job is going to hire you with a valid, up-to-date green card or work permit. And that's also a problem for a lot of people right now, because they in limbo and don't know what to do. Some lawyers are giving fair information, good information, and some lawyers telling you they can't help you because of those situations. Most of the people that have like a felony against them probably most likely will be arrested, because some of them doing it way before their 7 days. I think it's a grace period you can't get within the first 7 years of being here as a resident or whatever. If you're working on a work permit, we all, your goose cook, or if you're there and you're there on the asylum, refugee side where you apply for refugee and stuff. A lot of those people too is getting deported and also being detained. What the problem is with a lot of people that's going on right now, and a few people that I've saw saying that, hey, some people having difficulty for the simple fact that they cannot go and renew their work permit, or they can try but they might not get it. Some people are just still afraid to go to the court rooms. Some people are still afraid to travel. Some people just don't want to leave their house because, hey, they feel safer in their house. And the truth about it, believe it or not, if these people really want to get you, they can, and they will eventually. And my advice to everyone that's been running around and trying to avoid the inevitable of being arrested or getting detained or locked up or whatever, find a way. I mean just only with Jamaicans, anyone, find a way if we can either save the money. If we don't have a house, I want to buy it and you know, so you can't just sell it. No make nobody come grab on all and pull on and send it home. Come, I can tell this right now. If you have the opportunity, if you really drain every kind of finance you have here, or any money you have in the bank, any money, or more like any, if you could liquefy some of your finances or whatever you have, or liquefy any asset that you have, go ahead and liquefy it, because guess what, you're going to lose it anyway. Don't let them take your house, don't let them take your car, don't let them take your things and just ship you home. A lot of people complaining that they're getting sent home. I watched someone saying they get sent home to Cuba and they have their house here, they have their things here, and she will never be able to come back. So I will tell anyone that if you can sell your things and liquefy them, or go to the bank or whatever you have to do and get rid of this house and get some money, do it. If you have to find a way of getting your life right, get it right. A lot of people fail to realize that this thing is not a game. This thing might seem funny to a lot of people because it's not happening to them. People might say immigrant. These are human beings, right? We are human beings. Immigrants are human beings. They're not animals. We're not animals. We're human beings. And regardless of what, in some way, 50% of the people that's here attached the majority of the immigrants somehow, some form, some way. And some people taking a big, making it their business to just pack up and leave, which is smart. Some people making an executive decision to leave with their spouses, leave with their children, instead of being, stripped from their family and separated. Some people decide them where to go home, and some people are not brave enough to do it because the fact that they're scared. And having a loved one that understand what's going on and see it happen and decide that they leave it, they're very strong people, and there's a lot of people out there like that. But my final said there's a lot of people from my side of the woods, which is Jamaica or whatever, from the island, afraid to go back at them yard, because what's the worst can happen to you if you go home? Yeah, you could pass off just the same as die anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? But if you have certain things here and you could set yourself right, do it now before they grab you and send you home. Then a lot of owner, which is carelessness, still where Mrs. Mother put on some party at night time, and I go here and there, and enough people them grab. Enough people them grab, and them gonna grab way more. And it's not just the fact that party alone them gonna grab people. Them gonna grab them workplace just the same, because they know enough illegal people working in restaurants and factories, and they went up in a couple restaurants the other day, and they grab them, and it's a few people well in there that was illegal, here undocumented, or as they call it. So I can't tell nobody, so stop take this thing for granted and wasting the time at this place and talk about so now leave things. This crap is gonna get 10 times worse before it gets better, and I've been saying it over and over. So if you come this far, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. God bless.